Do you ever feel like your life just didn't turn out the way that you pictured? That the routines, life expectations, and responsibilities just never seem to let up? If you do, you are not alone. I woke up this morning and I am really tired. I'm not just tired in the way that I'm a chronic insomniac and I don't sleep longer than 10 minutes and I've never had an 8-hour sleep, but I'm tired in the soul. I was struggling this morning because it's Monday and it is time to start pumping out some videos. And being that this channel is based around motivation and balance and trying to live your best life even though it is hard, and that we are all doing it tough and juggling 100 balls at once. I really had so many plans about videos that I wanted to do this week, but this morning I just felt really flat. Everybody struggles out there, and I was on my walk last night. I try to walk every single day and hit my 10,000 steps. And one of those meme kind of motivational tips came up in my Facebook feed, and it kind of really resonated with me. It says, "Be kind. Everyone is fighting in a fight club you know nothing about, because we don't talk about Fight Club." If you are over 40 or even 50, you will definitely know the reference to that movie. It really kind of hit me hard because I've had like a really bad month. To be honest, I feel like maybe the last 15 years have been a struggle beyond what I think is fair for anyone to go through. The last 6 to 7 years have been a really difficult journey, and I mostly battle it alone. I'm not a sharer. I keep most things to myself. So making this video was really hard. Actually starting this channel was really hard. I do have another channel that I have owned for 8 years, but it is a faceless channel, and this is the first time that I have ever put myself out there on film. So this whole new channel experience is a real journey for me. So I had all these great ideas about subjects that I wanted to cover this week, but today I just want to talk about being tired. If you're over 40 or even 50 or in your 60s and just feel that life is a daily grind and you're running low on energy, motivation and passion, then this video may resonate with you. Often at this point in life we get so busy with raising children, looking after a home and working that we tend to lose our purpose, and we often feel that we lose ourselves. I've honestly felt like that for quite some time. It was only during COVID that I was forced to get onto social media as my only way to communicate with the outside world, and I reconnected with a lot of really good old friends. I also joined some Facebook groups and finally made some friends in my local area that are into the same interest as me, which is rock and roll music. There's no P&C mum here. I am definitely a heavy metal mum. I'm out there with my Motley Crue shirts on while everyone else is in their Lorna Jane exercise pants. But that's okay, because that is me. I think it is so easy once you become a parent or a career-minded person, where over the age of 40, it is easy to get caught up and lost into the daily grind and lose our sense of fulfillment. As we reach our 40s and beyond, our days can honestly feel like an endless to-do list. Keeping up with our careers, taking care of our families, looking after our homes, managing finances and dealing with this horrible cost of living crisis at the moment, it is so easy to feel overwhelmed and feel like that you're just on a treadmill. I honestly feel like I am treading water every day. I never seem to go forward. I only seem to be going backwards no matter how hard I try. I had so many plans and goals, and beliefs about where I was going to be at in my 50s. And I would say if I could put a checklist up there of the 10 top things that I thought were going to happen in my life and where I'd be at in my life, I don't think I would tick one of them, which is really quite sad and really quite frightening. And sometimes it's really hard to cope with that every day on top of adult life. All the dreams that I had when I was 18, where I believed I would be at in this life, it's really hard to realize that not all of those things have been fulfilled. Our homes, our families, our jobs, our finances, our health. I don't know, when you're 20, you sort of feel like all of those things will just fall into place and naturally work. But life has a funny way of going up and down and throwing things in your path that you do not expect. You definitely don't need. I honestly feel like I would just want one normal day. I feel like every day that I wake up, there's a problem. My diary is filled every day with 10 things that I need to do, and I never ever feel like I'm getting anywhere. For every one thing I accomplish, I get 4 more things to do in return. One of the most common things that I find when I'm talking to people my own age is that they often feel a little lost. They feel like they've lost their purpose, and they're kind of sometimes even a little bit angry that all of their hopes and dreams did not come to fruition. And this is mainly because we get so busy in our daily lives. Particularly for parents, you often sacrifice everything for your children. We often find that some of the first things to go in this time of life is our self-care. Where maybe you were once quite fit and active and ate healthy, you find that you are so busy now that the exercise goes away, the healthy eating goes away, you tend to grab snacks, and the gym membership starts collecting dust as you do what you need to do for others. Often this is a very selfless time in your life. A lot of people my age are in a situation where they not only have children, but they have aging parents. So they are the meat in the sandwich, trying to struggle so many things and keeping so many balls up in the air. And often when we have 5 minutes to ourselves, this is when it can really hit us, that we look in the mirror and we think, who are you? Where did that little girl or that little boy go? And all their dreams. I personally struggle with this a lot. And often when we're fighting our own battles every single day, it is easy to believe that everybody else has it together. It seems to me when I scroll through social media, everybody is living their best life, while I am struggling just to hold it together some days. But what we do forget is that everybody is struggling and everyone has their own battles every single day. People have their own challenges, and behind every beautiful beach photo or perfect social media post, there is someone like you and like me that are struggling today, or maybe this month, or have had a really tough year. There is so many different things that contribute to struggling with life. As I said, one of the biggest things is getting older and busier and tired, and realizing that your life isn't necessarily always your own, and that you feel that you are always giving and that the problems never seem to end. I think at the moment it is so hard for most of us. We had years of being locked up in COVID. We finally get released and we're basically back in our boxes again thanks to the cost of living, which is making dramatic changes to everyone. People are cutting back on their social lives. People are cutting back on activities. People are spending more time at home, alone. And it feels like we have been doing that for a really long time, and it is exhausting. I work from home and I am absolutely sick of looking at my 4 walls every day, which is one of the reasons I started walking every day, so I could have my own time, my mental health space, get out in nature and blast some good old rock and roll or listen to a podcast to try to motivate myself, but basically to have a break from those 4 walls that I look at every single day, which sometimes feels like a cage. I think it can be particularly difficult for mothers, particularly if you work from home or are a stay-at-home mum, because you don't get that interaction outside that house, that separation between you and being a mum when you're in those doors every single day. But this is also true of people that are in long-term careers. They may find that what they were planning to do at uni and their career goals, their dream job, is now boring and they feel like they are in a rut. They come home and do the same old thing again. I don't know how many memes I've posted about Groundhog Day, but my gosh, I feel like I am always in Groundhog Day, except for the fun part about blowing things up. I don't know what the answers are in order to make things better. I think that deep down that we all know that everybody struggles. We have these "Are you okay?" campaigns. I sometimes find them quite funny because I think, no, I'm not okay. Oh my God, why would I be okay? Look at my day. Look at all the problems that I'm dealing with today. Yes, I'm coping in my own way, but my gosh, the weight of the world feels like it's on my shoulders all the time, which is why I go out and blast what my kids call my angry shouting men music. Because for some reason, heavy metal soothes my soul like meditation. I'd love to know in the comments if you are struggling with something at the moment, or what you do when you are struggling with something. Do you binge eat? Do you exercise? Do you call a friend? Do you grab a glass of wine? Do you run outside and scream? I remember when my kids were like 2 or 3, I would like run into the closet and shut the door and just go, ah! Anyone who has had young children will remember those moments. I think that we do need to just accept that life is a struggle. My mum always used to say, life
wasn't meant to be easy.
But was it meant to be this hard? And I think about that all the time. I think some of the things that we can do to help alleviate this stress and this sense of loss is to help our mindset, reach out to people, make time to answer those Facebook Messenger posts, join some Facebook groups, so that when you do sit down with a cup of tea, you can just connect with a few people, like a few comments, just feel like you are connected to other people. Another big thing that I really need to put an effort into, which I don't, is my self-care. As I said, I do walk every day. I'm up and down with my other health options. I try to stick with my vitamins, which go, yeah, I'm good for a few days and then I'm done. I also drink a lot of water every day, and I try to move my body every single day. But I do need to get better at my self-care. Honestly, since this cost of living crisis, I have stopped buying all of my good quality moisturizers and skincare treatments. So yeah, I really need to get back onto that. Maybe just run a bath sometimes and just chill. I think another really good thing is to sit down and think about and reconnect with some of the things that you used to be interested in your youth, and see if you can incorporate those things back into your life. Did you used to love photography? Pull out some old albums that you haven't listened to for ages. Find some cool trails and go hiking again. And when it comes to your health, start with small changes. I have some videos on my channel that will give you some hints and tips on ways to change your habits. Another big thing I think is that it is important to be honest, especially with close friends and family. I think more people are struggling than we realise. We are very good at putting on the smiling, happy face. And when the person at the checkout asks how your day is, it doesn't matter how bad it's been, you're going to say, oh great, oh fine, thank you. We have learned to hide, we have learned to put on a mask, and I don't know if that's really what we should be doing. It is easy in middle life to get caught up in the chaos and in the routine, but I'm trying to find ways to get a little piece of me back every single day, and hopefully those pieces will build and I will start to find myself again. Remember, change doesn't have to happen overnight. Every little step helps. Just know that you're not alone, and a lot of us are going through a lot of things every single day. If you are looking to make some small changes in your life in order to change the big picture, then I will see you over here in this video. I hope the rest of today and tomorrow are better for you. I'm so tired, but I'm going to go out and I'm going to hit my steps.